Thank you, Chris, for your insightful information. We've been saying that there's little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. The ocean never came just a
Exactly.
day. The little information that we're putting out there into the hearts of people, it's working. I talked to you last week that a lady called me and that somebody messed up their life, and they said, I heard you talk about this with Chris. Can I get the number? And I want to reach out. We are here to repair those issues in people's life, and thank God that we avail ourselves to be used by Him for this cause. Talk to us. What is the agenda for today?
So thank you so much, Uncle Sam. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the great leadership that we have with COP. We appreciate the opportunity that they've given us to learn about all these little things shaping our lives. And we also thank our viewers joining us this morning. Yeah, we are going to continue the series that we started last week about controlling our expenses, controlling our expenses. And the main goal is that one, we will be conscious about all these leakages in our lives. That is our hope. And when we are conscious of them, you'll be able to take action to save some of this money and able to have from free money to invest and get our lives together. And one of the goals is to make sure that we are aware about the different types of expenses. In other words, to be conscious about your expenses is make sure that you have categorized them. There are four major types, and the goal is to tackle one at a time and flip it, look it upside down, turn it around, see how we can reduce each category of expenses. All right, today the focus is going to be on the second type of expenses. Second type of expenses, variable expenses. Variable expenses. Unlike fixed expenses that they are fixed every month, when it comes to variable, as the name implies, they change all the time depending on how we use them. Now, to be able to tackle this expense effectively, you want to make sure that you group them into two. You group them into two. So you will have contract variable expenses and non-contract variable expenses. Now, because this is the area that we have so much control and it is the area that we can save so much money, I'm pardon me to break it into two so that we'll be able to digest it really well. Because believe me, if we take this category seriously, by the end of the month, you will save not less than $100. So when it comes to contract variable expenses, they are those expenses that we have willingly signed up for them. We have signed up for these contracts. One, electricity bill that we have signed up, water bill, credit cards. There are a lot of them that we can list, but we are going to focus on these three and pick them one at a time. How can we reduce our electricity bill? How can we reduce our water bill? How can we reduce our credit card bills and all the other contract variable expenses that are in our lives? It is my hope and goal that we will just find a way or look at each one, list them all, and look at each one how you can reduce it. Now, let's start with electricity. When it comes to electricity, there are a lot of ways that we can reduce our electricity bill. Now, since we don't have all the time, I'm going to just zero in 1 or 2 points under each type. In your own research, you can come up with several of them. By the way, we will be picking some questions. So if you have any question or concern contribution, you can type it and Uncle Sam will bring it up and we can look at it. So when it comes to electricity, one of the easiest ways to do that is to get energy savings light bulbs. Energy savings light bulbs. So you want to make sure that all your light bulbs are all energy savings. They will help you to save money. And number two, look for companies that give free weekends or free nights. If you are in Texas, Rent Energy, they provide free weekends. Free weekends. And sometimes there is temptation to think that this free night of free weekend electricity, they kind of put the charge in other areas. Well, when you do the studies, it's always cheaper. In my house, we do laundry on weekends because weekend is free.
Thank you, Chris. So that it's pertaining to Texas. It depends on state to state. I know with Maryland, you can sign up for with BG. You can sign up for a fixed amount per the year. So if they are charging you $70 every month, it's going to be $70. They want to make sure that you stay in that. But at the end of the year, if you used more, then they will bring you the extra bill. If you used less, then they owe you, then they will credit you. So you have to look into your service providers and see what kind of services that they are doing.